very much, Mr. Speaker. The municipal district of Bighorn was hit hard by the 2013 floods. They experienced alpine torrent flooding, much different than the overland flooding experienced elsewhere during the 2013 event. Bighorn's small population is now struggling to move forward on flood mitigation infrastructure they need to protect their communities. To the Minister of Environment and Parks, what is the government doing to protect the municipal district of Bighorn?
Honourable Minister of Environment and Parks.
Well, thank you, Mr. Speaker. Our government is, of course, taking action to reduce the threat of future flooding in communities like the MD of Bighorn. We've committed $500 million over 10 years to protect homes, businesses and the economy through the Alberta Community Resilience Program. And in February, we committed over $3.3 million to the MD of Bighorn for mitigation work on Hart Creek. And we will continue to work with those communities like the MD of Bighorn to make sure that residents and businesses are protected, Mr. Speaker.
First supplemental.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Given that, similar to the municipal district of Bighorn, the town of Canmore and the hamlet of Bragg Creek eagerly await community-level flood protection, again to the Minister of the Environment and Parks, when will residents of these communities see shovels in the ground and these projects built?
Honourable Minister.
Well, thank you, Mr. Speaker. And of course, we worked with the federal government to secure $5.5 million in federal funding for Bragg Creek and $14.4 for Canmore. This builds on over $50 million of provincial funding already in place to fund local mitigation efforts in Bragg Creek and Canmore. And Mr. Speaker, working with our municipal partners, we expect construction to start on the Bragg Creek flood barriers in the next construction season, spring 2017.
Second supplemental.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Given that Indigenous communities such as the Tsuut'ina and Stoney Nakoda First Nation have been quite severely impacted by the flooding, what steps has the minister taken to support First Nations?